Good evening. So really, what I'd like to do today is kind of go over a little bit about, some of the gear I use, why I use it, what are the pros and cons of even having it, um, and really just kind of a little bit of how it got started, I guess. So, dive in. Um, so my name's Alexander. I was born May 13th, 1993. I am 30 years old. I've been doing producing for about 9, 10 years, maybe longer. I don't know. Maybe I'm not even sure. But professionally, probably for a good 2 to 3 years. Amateurish, probably like 7 years. But it all started when, like, I remember way back in the day whenever Will Smith came out with like just the two of us and stuff like that. Like that just like I felt that music, and ever since I was young, I just kept going with it. And I finally said, all right, I want to know what it's like to actually make that music. So I started doing some digging, and I did a lot of digging. Started filling up storage devices with sounds, anything. And then I got my first laptop, and I downloaded FL Studio on there. That was whenever there was like FL12, but man, I remember for the longest time I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out. For the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. And then slowly I began starting to build a catalog. Now, let me remind you, this is not the greatest catalog in the world. This is just a catalog. This is just the beginning of it. This is my library, or, you know, the the work I do, I guess. I do work a normal job as well. But yeah. So let's go over some gear. Right here we got the MPC one. I just got this. I think it was this year actually. Um, I've been using the MP32 right there for years and years. And finally, I just said, it's time to switch. So I went ahead and we got that for here. And I call this a studio because this is my sanctuary. This is where I go and make music and shit. And as you can see, we got like the mic being held on with some tape. Yeah, but we got the interface right here. I was using a 2 and 2, but I decided to get this because I have that. And if anyone knows what that is, you can't have that without this. So the next part is getting all the rest of the analog equipment and stuff like that. We do have this, so I'll hook this up and use it on the MPC one if I need. Like, instead of pressing these, I could load all the sounds onto that and set that somewhere else totally different. And one person can be doing something, and then one person over here. So it kind of helps with both. But one of the main things was like I just wanted to have fun making music. And so over these 2 years, I spent probably a good 65% of my time inside working on this, like learning and figuring shit out and failing and retrying. But one of the biggest things I learned is the best thing to do is if you're going to do this in music, don't don't try and be somebody else. Don't just be you, and the rest will happen. And I remember being in a basement with a bunch of artists, and it was cold in October. And Oklahoma, freezing. I'd be down there trying to make beats. That was too cold. Computer literally was like freezing. Um, Life advice. Let's see if I can get one more thing before we get off here. Life advice. What would I say? Do what you love in life, like not what makes you the most money or makes you successful. Just really try and find peace with yourself and figure out what you want to do and how you're gonna get there. Because I could have took out loans for all this stuff. No, that is the worst thing you can do. Like I was working 9 to 5, gathering everything up over years before I even started. Even before I started recording people, like I had to know what button to press. Cause there was times, man, early years, dude, some button would be messed up and it was bad. So definitely another thing, learn your equipment. Um, you don't need all this equipment, by the way. It's kind of like a luxury. It just it helps a little bit better with me. The reason I like actual equipment is because I can mix in the box and do all that, but there's something different about actually like just like feeling it and moving them. And we'll get into that stage a little bit later. But oh, by the way, we're picking up a shout out to Pioneer DJ set. The Rev One will be picking that one up today later on around 7. So we'll go ahead and do an unboxing video of that. Appreciate all the support and comments over the 2 years. Just really been trying to focus on my life, not necessarily just music, but just where am I going in life. And I think that's the big reason why I haven't put out like vocal tracks. Because what you speak can influence, it can, I want to be a positive influence. So I'm not out here talking about, stupid shit. So, yeah, with that interview concluded, let's jump into some music real quick. We are going to go ahead and pull up we're going to create some. Appreciate y'all sticking by. So, first of all, what you need to do is go to preferences. Every time, switch it over to the Focusrite, like always. Now, you hear that hissing? That's because it's running through a hot analog board. And also, I got the little hub that will create a little bit of feedback as well. So, that being said, let's get to it. We're gonna work on this. Like, I want it to be a super peaceful track. Like, I don't want this thing to be dumb like that. No, we're not doing that. Let's go with this one, and we'll go with 80. We just did that one like literally yesterday, I think. Let's go here. Ooh, that shit gonna be beautiful. All right, so that's at 80. We're gonna switch over to Bank B, and uh, Bank B. What we're gonna do is put a kit. That way we can have our drum sounds and all that shit. As I get more comfortable and stuff, we'll kind of realize how it goes. But just grew up and figured out you know, life's fucking blessing. But I hate how that thing keeps moving. I wish I had like it stand still, man. You know what I'm talking about when that thing slides? Oh, good there. Go back to bank. Uh, go here. Go here. Go back and go to what were we on? I think it was Cold Seasons, right? And it was Dolphins. No, that's the one we said we weren't doing. We got Dior. I do like that one we just had, but I feel like it might be. Yeah, we about to jam on some of those motherfuckers. We about to tear that shit up for real. Alright, we weren't going with that one. We're going with Midnight. It was. There we are. Obviously, I'm hoping you know I'm just fucking with you, right? No, that shit is not part of it at all. I'm not gonna lie.